Hello everybody, welcome back to He Is Coming Kingmaker Runs. Either I'm keeping a terrible track of things, or we've only had 3 wins this year so far. So let's go back to some stuff we know a bit better, and we'll just take out a 4-5-6 on a swampland, because we have not won with that yet. We'll see if the classics can do us well. There's a horse over to the west there. What are we working with here? Squire's Blade on 3, and some Purity. That's going to be a problem. Can we get 5 strengths in? They're going to have 3. 4, 5 Purity. That's 5 attack. We're probably not going to get the Storm Cloud in, so let's start stacking some defense. I will take a Grilling Skewer. It's a classic. I love a Venomous Fang. We will be able to get through their armor in our opening turns, and then we can start poisoning them. If we could perhaps get an oil, so that first attack does 1 additional damage, I'd be very happy. We get double from that right now, which is no bad thing. I think I would rather... No, we'll do that. And then there's a horse up there where we can go and potentially find ourselves a golem. So let's go Gadget Golem Horse. I'm going to keep the teeth. I think they're too valuable to give up right now. Of course it was right there. It's fine. Well, that's beautiful. Okay, we do need to heal the 6 HP we are missing. And then what else are we working towards? It's a great question. Generally, I like to have some idea of like a geographic goal to aim towards. This doesn't seem bad because it's 10 healing I can get directly next to a teleporter if I really need it in the future, but right now we don't. We could cook the fish and the sword. That would be viable. With this having an additional strike, I don't mind the muscle potion either. But no, we'll hold out for a minute. Is there a teleporter near here? Not really. Not really. Well, more teeth. Alright, let's get this fight in before we have these other fights. We don't have a lot of attack, but we're going to get in a lot of poison. So hopefully we can get through their 4 armor. And then the poison will just tick them down thereafter. There it is. Okay. Getting back to that golem seems great, though. This waypoint right next to a bonfire is very big for me. I don't want base shield because it screws up all kinds of stuff right now. I need to watch my health. I'm going to defeat this frog. Exposed frog gains 2 armor. Yeah, I can. Okay. We can get right to that at the very end of the night, so we might as well press on through a lot of the night. Or I could probably get to this one. Good. Love that. Let's go to Gain 1 regen for each quick wood item. The first time the enemy gains poison, give them 3 additional. I don't know that 3 additional is going to be a huge difference maker. Healing is doubled. Poison, armor acid. Deal 1 damage, restore 1 health. Gain armor equal to opponent's armor. Upgrade after you defeat the next boss. Your base speed is inverted. I think we probably win this if we can just get through this armor. Shouldn't be a problem. Would you please take me to a cauldron? You will not. Okay, take me to a different golem. Past a cauldron. Not mad about it. Cobwebs means hag? We know that was there? I thought we just saw... No, we didn't just see the hag, did we? Because we didn't see a looking glass yet. Maybe I'm going mad. I want to get down to that teleporter, I think. I would love... Well, okay, we're going to do that and that. Then we're going to come touch this. Fill up that health. Get to this golem again. Alright, so that is 24 extra health right there. Can hardly be mad. If I could have a teeth, I'd be so happy. Okay, I would love an item that just gives me like some base attack stat or something. We don't find one. That's fine. A piece of food to cook with this weapon would be nice. But probably not Clear Spring Watermelon. It's where I can't remember all of the recipes and it's terrible. First time Riptide triggers, give the enemy 5 poison. Expose, stun the enemy for 1 turn. Yeah, right. If our poison's that high, the stun actually seems quite valuable. Right, they steal 8 armor from us, which is unideal. But they are going to be in a world of hurt by the time our poison kicks in. Especially when we get exposed here. Good. Broken wine bottle. Wounded. On your next turn, keep striking until the enemy until they're wounded. Health and thorns. Health and thorns. Health. Damage after exposed. 8 armor. Acid. Boots the hero. Apart from this wounded being a problem, but with our poison, might not be a problem. Wounded. We can get rid of the wounded ourselves. There's the cooking pot. That's interesting. Wounded, stun the enemy for 3 turns. Great with our poison, I must say. It's only if they have some armor that then things become a real problem. Let me check the compendium for cauldron items. Melon Vine Whip. Battle start, gain 1 additional strike. On hit, decrease 1 random status effect. 3 attack. Is better. We're giving ourselves 2 stun. We can get rid of the regen. Okay. Cooking pot's over to the east. We'll just go grab that real fast. So we want to get rid of this life fruit gauntlet, probably. Horse over there. We could do this because getting through acid faster, or rather getting through armor faster, helps us to then get our poison ticking through, which is important. I'm just going to go to a new golem. Get an edge for our weapon around here, I should expect. Do I want this? Battle start game 1. On hit, decrease 1 random status effect. The on hit isn't going to get rid of our own stun because we can't hit. That is an interesting problem. However, the armor might keep us alive long enough to then see the poison do the damage to our enemy that we need it to. So, interesting times for sure. This gets rid of one of those wounded stuns. Birds stealing our money is annoying. Where are the anvils and the oils? Battle start, stun the enemy for 1 turn. On hit, if the enemy doesn't have any poison, give them 2. Stun, I'm sold. I do like a light speed potion. We don't have a lot of speed to start with though, so never mind. Alright, I think I'm going to take the fight. Get our inventory booming, provided this goes as expected. Okay, 16 poison. They're going to do this now until we are wounded. Which is now. We get 20 armor and 4 stun, minus 1 stun. They take 15 poison damage. And they take 14 poison damage. Everything's great. Do I want even more of that? Oh my god, what is this guy doing? What is that? Mushroom soup. Turn start, gain 1 poison and restore 2 health. I mean, thanks for keeping your poison capped against me. Turn start, gain 2 armor and lose 1 health. Are they never going to take poison damage then? That could be a problem. Unless the acid that we're going to give them goes off before the armor? Uncertain, to be honest. Uncertain. Go see what this shop has. If you have poison, enemy strikes deal 1 damage less. The first time the enemy gains poison, stun them for 1 turn. I mean, they're going to get poisoned, so I'll stun them for a turn. I'm going to do this. I'm going to take this watermelon and this and just see what we get. Battle start, give the enemy acid equal to half your speed. That's good for me as well, I think. Whether all of this is like good in aggregate together, I'm less certain. We are faster than them. Feather doesn't really help us much, I think. Oil is nice. We'll take the speed because we're not taking armor. Armor would be less than ideal for us. 8 speed means we can give them a lot more acid. I should really think about where I'm going to heal next. More armor would be nice. They're going to get a lot of stun, which is going to help us. Their 13 attack is absurd. We've hit the south border of the map already. I'd like to find a teleporter around these parts, just so that I can get back down here. Oh, we're right on top of one. Okay. In that case, we have seen somewhere a teleporter right next to a bonfire. I know we have. Haven't we? Problem is, you play so much of this game and all the runs, or all the maps at the very least, start to look the same. There it is. Okay. Speed potion. That's actually probably a fast way for us to heal up. But right now there's nothing I want to get rid of out of all of this. Nothing to cook. So let's do that. Runestones. Where could this horse take me? Shopping. Sounds great. Battle start, lose all your health except one, stun the enemy for 2 turns. No! Battle start, if your health is full, lose 5 health and gain 2 additional strikes. Yes! Abso-freaking-lutely. What am I getting rid of for this? Honestly, the lemon can go. That gives us Ironstone Fang. First turn, gain 3 armor on hit. Your health is full, lose 5 health and gain 2 additional strikes. I think we'll worry about the rest of this after the fight, presuming that we can win. It's a big query. Why do I have 16 poison? Crushed it. Right, Andros 2000. They do not have a lot of stuff here, but I'm guessing that they're going to get a lot of armor. On hit, gain 2 armor. Battle start, gain 1 additional strike. First turn, temporarily gain 8 attack. Battle start, give the enemy 1 stun for each equipped stone item. Jesus. Okay, that's a problem. Countdown 4, gain 12 armor. Enemy strikes do 2 less damage to you while you have armor. Exposed, gain 10 armor. While you have armor, temporarily gain 2 attack. Gain 3 armor for each equipped stone item. Turn start, restore 1 health. If your health is full, get 2 armor instead. Have the countdowns for stuff. Gain 2 armor and give the enemy 2 armor. Take 3 damage, gain 1 additional strike. Armor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stun. There's a problem. Turn start, if you have any status effects, spend 1 speed to decrease a random status effect by 1. I mean, that can only help me, right? Whenever you skip your strike when stunned, gain 2 attack. I mean, if we can survive He's going to have... The first turn gain 8 attack is horrendous. And 1 extra attack. So that's 3, 11, 12, 13, 26. It doesn't kill us. But I fear we have to pivot hard. Now, this is going to be a problem for fights with, like, bog standard enemies. That's going to be a problem. Wounded. Gain armor equal to lost health and gain 5 acid. Wounded. Stun the enemy for 1 turn. Symphony. Right, Crimson Fang probably helps us get past some of the stun we're going to have, because it will just give you 2 additional strikes. Gets through the stun. So, I'm going to see how this goes. The first time you gain armor, double it. It's only 8. Whenever you skip your strike, restore 3 health. Alright, it's going to get so weird. Let's go towards that rune, because I'll take anything that can really pivot us hard right now. Turn start with you and the enemy gain 1 poison. Enemy strikes ignore armor. No, because while we have armor, they get 2 more attacks, so I don't want to do that. I don't think I want any of this. Wounded, re-trigger a battle start item. There's a lot of battle start items we have. Gain 8 armor. Give 2 acid. Give the enemy acid equal to half your speed. If you have exactly 1 item with exposed, it triggers 1 additional time. Wounded, exposed, wounded. It would stun the enemy for 1 additional turn. Wounded, re-trigger the last wounded item. Exposed, wounded, stun the enemy for 3 turns. Okay. Then what are we getting rid of right now? Like, our poison is not the way we're going to win anymore, I think. Let's start... But then the poison, it gives us these teeth, which gives us some armor, but also we get additional strikes, which means we can then get through the stun faster. And Golden Petrifying Flask makes us stronger. I'm going to get rid of this, and things are going to get weird. That's for sure. I don't know what direction I should get an edge on this. We've only seen 1 place to get edges so far, I think. There's an oil there, that would also help. Where do we see edges? All the way down here somewhere? It's the right biome, but it's not the one we saw already. It's up here. Okay, that's good. That'll start stun the enemy for 1 turn. Helps. I would like... There was an oil we just saw. I would like to start with 1 additional attack. I only need to worry about healing before the big boss fight. Or the PvP, should I say. Not you. Not you. Not you. That's a dead bridge. You gonna take me anywhere interesting, horse? Shopping again. Battle start, stun the enemy and yourself for 2 turns. Now this actually makes me stronger. Whenever you gain a status effect, gain 1 additional stack. That's not something we want. Battle start, the enemy loses 2 attack. I mean, after the cracked whetstone's done, they will be a lot less strong for a long time. But again, what would I get rid of? We haven't picked up another wound. This is a different wounded thing. Wounded, re-trigger the last trigger wounded item. So that has to go that way round. I just don't think this is stuff I'm going to be able to take right now. Does 1 nerve poison turn make the difference? I honestly have no idea. Right, we need to be ready to heal. Oh, a second edge on my weapon. Would be great if there was a teleporter anywhere near you. I should have seen these fossils there. That probably would have told me. I don't think I can make that walk this amount of time. Maybe I can. Maybe I can. Oh! Battle start, gain 3 regen. Every 3 strikes give the enemy 1 riptide. I'm going to take the regen because they're going to hit me real hard. Then our last thing to do is just get to any fireplace because we are only down a little HP. So we don't need to get to a bonfire. No idea how this goes. Alright, we're going to get a lot of health back. Their acid's going to do some work. Then our attack stat is going to be something to be contended with. We're still healing. By the time they start hitting us again, we're still going to be able to... Actually, they won't hurt us because we have armor. But now we have 18 attack stat. Man, what a pivot, huh? Alright, 26 attack. I think we're going to win. After all that. Get crushed. Right. Do you happen to have a lot of stun stuff? The base armor is doubled. Battle start, gain health equal to your base armor. Gain 4 attack and take 6 damage. Gain armor equal to lost health. Whenever you lose armor, restore that much health. 20 stats, golden strikes, stats and acid, stats. It's basically a huge armor sink. So we continue to not need the poison for how much armor they have. Problem is now, they're not going to stun me to a bajillion attack. So I think we need another weapon, which is again a humongous pivot to make, but it's all we can do. Are we near a shop? No. I would like a place with stacks of weapons, which looks like it would be this place, really. Exposed, gain 3 attack. Whenever you skip your strike when stunned, gain 2 attack. You're going to run out of time fast here, I feel. Where are all of these things? Is this ever the play? Probably not, because we're not going to have that much armor and poison on them forever and ever and ever. Are they just not going to give you piles of weapons here? Grilling skewer. We don't have any foods to grill with. Could we find one? Probably. Would it be a great one? Probably not. I just want to give this guy more acid, honestly. Like, so much more acid. Wounded. Regain your base armor. That's 62 when they're wounded, man. Right, well, there's a cooking pot right there. So, find me an interesting piece of food. Please. Also, this weapon has 0 attack because we have so many negative attack stat things. And by that I mean 1 negative attack stat thing. Scepter of Greed. Honestly, it might be the play. You cannot gain gold. Fine. Absolutely fine. I can get an edge. And an oil. And then all there is left to do really is heal, right? Alright, I surely don't think we win this. We've just been hard countered again by having our big poison build go up against all the armor in the history of the world. Also, I definitely should have got rid of this because, I mean, we still have that, so maybe. But the world in which any of this has value is very small. Well, we got rid of all the armor, although he hasn't been wounded yet to get his base armor back. But we got a 4-5-6 win, so can hardly be mad for now. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe for more. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.